Hi, my name is Risha Howard. I will be presenting a presentation on implementation of radio frequency identification technology in the operating room. Evidence-based research showed surgical supply expenses occupy the largest, greater than 50% portion of the operating room's expense budget. Operating room managers must ensure surgical supply inventory is optimized with the correct supplies stocked in the right quantity to provide safe, cost-effective care to surgical patients. Without accurate information on inventory or utilization, inventories are often duplicated, adding to the overall cost and results in overstocking, increased holding cost, and expiration of supplies. Overnight shipments of surgical supplies and restocking fees also drive operation costs higher. The purpose of the quality improvement project implemented was to decrease expiration and waste of cardiovascular grafts, thus decreasing patient risk and department operational costs. Improving inventory processes in the operating room is significant to meet regulatory guidelines, meet financial goals set by hospital administration, ensure surgical supplies are stocked and do not expire, and decrease patient risk during cardiovascular surgical procedures. Radio frequency identification technology, or RFID technology, was chosen for implementation as it allowed for just-in-time monitoring of supplies. Once a supply had reached par levels, the RFID technology would automatically send information to the RFID cloud for those supplies to be ordered. Supplies ordered would be received within 1 to 2 business days, and upon receipt, the supplies were tagged and stocked for use. The Champion Terso TSO30 large cabinet was chosen for implementation during this project. This 25 cubic foot cabinet offered the most configurable storage options available, from hanging products like catheters to custom configurations that include products of various shapes and sizes. The TSO30 secure access system captures inventory transactions in real time, allowing for better management of product expiration dates, improved regulatory compliance, and control inventory management costs. Resource assumptions for implementation of the RFID cabinet included physical facility requirements, such as room space, personnel human system requirements. The current staff supported the process redesign without need for additional staff resources, and information system requirements, which included an Ethernet line and a RFID emergency outlet. The implementation timeline consisted of a 6-month planning process, which included meeting with vendors of RFID technology to decide on which product to purchase, preparation for installation of the cabinet, and education for the project team. It also consisted of a 6-month implementation plan, which included inventorying the CV graphs and working with vendors to set par levels, collaborating with the vendor to plan the delivery and installation of the cabinet, facilitation of the installation of the RFID emergency outlet and Ethernet line drop. The cabinet was installed and the supplies were tagged. Then the cabinet was stocked with the tagged supplies and the monitoring process began. The SWOT analysis for this project includes strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strengths included space for the cabinet, adequate staff, and the RFID technology had been budgeted for implementation in 2018. Weaknesses included the inefficient processes, multiple unorganized storage areas, expiration of high-dollar critical cardiovascular supplies, and requests from surgeons for supplies that were not used frequently. Opportunities included implementation of a sustained process, increased patient safety, and decreased waste and financial loss. Threats included not meeting regulatory guidelines, payments for legal actions related to negligence, and a damaged reputation. Short-term objectives for this project included a 5% reduction of waste, a 10% reduction in department cost, and a 5% increase in revenue. Long-term objectives included a 15% decrease in waste, a 30% reduction in department cost, and a 15% increase in revenue. Data elements to be evaluated were the supplies, supply par level, supply cost, supply expiration date, and frequency of expiration. Data tools used were the RFID information cloud. Outcome measures, post-implementation frequency data reported was compared to pre-implementation data, identifying RFID technology as being successful in reducing expiration of CV graphs. Project expenses for implementation of the RFID cabinet included a total first year's fees of $60,015. All goals were met during the project, and the project's return on investment equaled $64,606. Pre-implementation data showed a significant decrease in high-dollar critical cardiovascular supplies with the implementation of RFID technology. This project is sustainable as the RFID technology was a capital expenditure implemented that can be evaluated and measured by future nurse leaders. Also, job responsibilities of the logistics staff that were responsible for stocking the RFID cabinet have been hardwired, and initial and annual competencies on RFID technology for new and existing staff has been implemented. Recommendations for implementation of RFID technology in operating rooms includes RFID cabinets should be utilized to control high-cost supplies. Also, RFID technology enhancements should be investigated to continue to meet the needs of the department. This concludes my presentation on implementation of RFID technology in the operating room. I would like to thank you for your time. Have a great day.